Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zari. This is Finance Square, where we review for you guys cryptocurrency price range news that can affect those cryptocurrency and more. Now in today's video, I'm going to be covering a weekend price range. I'm going to be covering the price range for today, Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to be looking at news that can affect your cryptocurrency and also what I'm expecting will have the major move for the next week or two. So let's dig in. So before we're going to dig into the news and fundamental, I'm going to give you a nice overview of what's happening right now. So for the past 24 hours, if you can see, the top cryptocurrency hasn't really moved by more than 3%. Now, for those that are trading and are used to that 20%, 30%, we're going to see slowly shift from the major top cryptocurrency to the medium to low cryptocurrency. So I'm forecasting for the next week or two a major movement in the low market cap. Now, I do not like to cover those low market cap because they're very low. There's a very high chance of big ridiculous volatility, and this is not something I really want to cover, but I actually want to visualize for you guys. So if you go and look at the last 24, you can see this market cap coin called Safe coin that is $150 million, had in the last 24 hours 32%. And then you also have this coin called Nexa, which I also cover in my long-term view, which you can see more about in this section, has an 18% gain. So I'm literally seeing for the next week or two, we're gonna see more and more coins that will are below $1 billion. They will have a much stronger movement and gain compared to the top cryptocurrency, which will eventually affect those ones that are only trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the top 5 or 10 cryptocurrency above the $10 billion. So the first news I would like to cover for Bitcoin is the following. Bitcoin see a record number high of active user as price almost hit 20K. Now this is the same user that probably saw the first time when Bitcoin was around $15,000, $16,000, all over the news saying that Bitcoin gonna reach $50,000, $100,000. So this is obviously we're gonna see probably in the near future a dormant user that have invested back at $15,000, $18,000, or even maybe new participant in this fair. So this is something for you guys to remember, that right now we might see some more retail users that actually are entering this market, and I'm pretty sure that the most trading platform, if it's the future platform, if it's more regulated platform, we're seeing a very big spike in retail interest in regards to trading and buying cryptocurrency, specifically when looking at Bitcoin and maybe in Ethereum, maybe in XRP. Now the next news that I actually would like to cover is that right now we're seeing that the dollar is actually getting more and more devalued. So we have this inflation that, for those who don't understand, is that for the same dollar that you're able to buy maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you need more dollar to buy the same purchase. So right now the dollar is literally outperforming most of the major fiat currencies. We're talking about euro, we're talking about pound, even New Zealand dollars. So this is something for you guys to understand. If you have a lot of money in dollars, so by default, for the long run, your money will be lost because there's an inflation to consider. And when you have Bitcoin, Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency, or the first cryptocurrency, that has this de-inflation system, because every 4 years you have the halving, and obviously there is a very limited supply of coin. So this is something you should obviously consider and understand, that right now the dollar is not doing good. If you were to go a year ago and convert it from dollar to euro, the dollar to pound, you obviously got 4% or 3% less today compared to a year ago. So this can be obviously quite substantial amount of money for those that are holding $1 million or $2 million or even more. Now the next news that I actually want to cover is that right now we have BBC, which is, for those who don't know, it's a typical, it's the English website that has a major following. So we're seeing major websites from all around the world. They're actually covering Bitcoin and are highlighting that it's reaching the all-time high, it's reaching to $20,000. So this is, again, for me, it's a sign that we're going to see probably in the near future. So more participant in cryptocurrency. Most likely someone will initially enter to Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they might look at the more attractive or more low cap cryptocurrency that can actually double, triple, or have maybe a 10x return on their investment. Contrary to investing in Bitcoin and then waiting maybe for 5 years and then have like from 20,000 to maybe 100,000, which is a 5x return. So most likely the newcomer that do not understand anything about cryptocurrency will be very tempted in investing in coin that just moved in the past 24 hours by 30% and 40%. Plus it doesn't cost $20,000 to buy one coin. This is obviously something to consider. This is why I'm trying to explain to you that we're gonna see in the next few weeks, maybe even a month, a very sharp movement in the low market cap valuation. So now we're gonna dig in and look at Bitcoin price analysis for this weekend. So based on my analysis, this is the range for Bitcoin. Now I'm not foreseeing a major sell-off, but the safe region will be for Bitcoin for the weekend will be 18,400. This will be the safe zone, the worst case scenario for Bitcoin, and we're gonna see Bitcoin hovering and staying around the $9,000 until he might try to break the $19,900 or $20,000. Now I'm not foreseeing this to happen for this weekend. Right now there's too much heat when it comes to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will probably just gonna stay for the next few days. Maybe we're gonna see some major movement toward next week. So for the support level for Bitcoin is $18,400, and yet again, if you're gonna see some major sell-off, it could probably break the 18,400 and maybe even touching the 1,200 and then 1,800. This is the worst case scenario for Bitcoin. For those that are heavily exposed, please make sure that your stop loss can sustain such a big drop just in case. Yet again, I'm not foreseeing, but this market is unexpected. And even though we all are very bullish about Bitcoin, whenever you're trading, there's gonna be a lot of uncertainties, a lot of volatility when it comes to leverage trading. So please watch out. Now, another thing you should probably know that there was this article that was published by CoinDesk was actually explaining and educating why Ethereum and Bitcoin are a very different investment. So everyone know and seen that almost 2 years ago where Grayscale made this advertisement about digital gold referring to Bitcoin, which was a very big success. They were able to bring and have more investment because of this awareness. So now we have this article that was published by CoinDesk where they're actually trying to explain why Ethereum, why Bitcoin is not like other cryptocurrency. So this is obviously for you to understand that most institutional are looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum as a safe haven compared to looking at a cryptocurrency that maybe is currently located at the top, maybe position 400 in CoinMarketCap or maybe position 300. So when you're looking at institutional investors, they're looking for stable, or there's a lot of work around it, or there is a lot of understanding behind it. So we have Ethereum that actually serve a very major purpose. If it was back then for the ICO, initial coin offering, or if it's for the DeFi movement, if it's for the smart contract, there's a lot of sense behind why using Ethereum. And obviously now going to the staking or the Ethereum 2.0, there's a lot of valuable understanding why institutional will want to invest in such cryptocurrency. So this is just for you to understand most of the institutional are most likely putting most of the money in Ethereum and in Bitcoin. And now let's look at Ethereum price range. So now that I'm looking at Ethereum price range, I'm seeing Ethereum is having a hard time breaking the resistance level of $618. So from what I can see here, for this weekend, most likely, unless there's gonna be some major movement, some major news, most likely Ethereum will be fluctuating between $600 and $620. I'm not foreseeing any major breakout for Ethereum. Now, if Ethereum is able to sustain and stay above the $600 for this weekend, most likely we're gonna have some action and big price movement going on for next week. Now, this might be the biggest news the XRP community has been waiting. Now we have the Ripple CTO say the community can force the company to bet 48 billion XRP. Now, for those who don't know, XRP minted or issued 100 billion XRP. So just the fact of thinking and imagining that they're going to be able to burn 48 billion XRP, which represent 48% of the total supply, should create some big price volatility. Now, if back then when we have the same supply and pretty much the Ripple community was holding as much, maybe slightly less XRP, the price was able to reach $3, this might be the news that the community need to be obviously be able to break that 60 cents level and obviously try to break the $1. So obviously we need to wait until there's an actual vote and to see if Ripple will decide to burn the supply of XRP from 100 billion XRP to 52 billion XRP. Now you obviously need to understand that throughout this whole time, the Ripple team has been selling almost on a monthly basis XRP to the exchanges, to different institutional investors, so they made already their money from it. So right now this might be a reason for them that they're actually willing or making this big announcement. So this will be quite interesting for the next week or two, depending when and if this vote will happen. Now let's look at XRP price. So now that I'm looking at XRP, so XRP is actually trading quite well. So XRP is right now trading at 61 cents, and the next resistance level will be 65 cents, and the next one to beat will be 70 cents. Now, right now, basically, we're seeing that most of the major cryptocurrencies are not having such big price movement. I'm talking about 5%, 6%, maximum 10%. We're not seeing 20 to 30%. So the longer it takes for any cryptocurrency to move in a day, the more likely we're gonna see retailers or maybe crypto trader moving to more attractive and volatile cryptocurrency. So it's just for you to understand, if Ripple move by 1% a day, it means someone that used leverage 10 and has been able to precisely predict the movement is only making 10%. Now, it's obviously easier for those that are trading cryptocurrencies is moving per day by 30% or 20% with leverage 10, for example. That is potentially, that's 200% gain. So this is obviously something for you guys to consider. So the price range for XRP will be 57 cents worst case scenario, and if during this week you're going to see some major action, major bull run, we're probably going to be seeing XRP breaking at 65 cents. I'm not forecasting for XRP to break the 70 cents for this weekend. Now let's look at Litecoin. So Litecoin support level for this weekend will be $82.94 will be the resistance level. Yet again, I'm not foreseeing a major sell-off for Litecoin. It should sustain the price of $82. Maybe worst case will be around, I would say, $80, for example. This will be probably the worst case for it, but again, not foreseeing such sell-off right now. Probably Litecoin will be staying between the $82 to the $92 range. This will be probably my forecast for this weekend for it. So let's look at the next cryptocurrency, Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash, the price for it to try to reach is 320. Now, yet again, I'm not foreseeing any major breakout of over $320 for Bitcoin Cash. Now, the chances of Bitcoin Cash retouching again 257 for this weekend are quite low. But again, I'll probably play it safe when it comes to cryptocurrency. Please consider your leverage. So the price range for Bitcoin Cash will be 220. If we're going to be gifted and we're going to see some major bull run, maybe it's going to try to touch 350, but it's not likely to happen for this weekend. So we're now looking at Chainlink. So Chainlink support level since 27th of December was over $12, which is a very promising. Now it seems that in the near future, Chainlink will try to break finally once again the support level of $15. Now I'm not foreseeing for this weekend for Chainlink to break this level, because right now from what we can see here that Chainlink is consolidating around the $13 to the $14. So the longer it consolidate around this area, the more likely we're going to see Chainlink breaking the resistance level of $15 and also staying above it. Now for ADA, I actually have made some more long-term resisting level and support level for ADA. So the support level for ADA is 13 cents and 11 cents, and the resisting level is 17.35 cents and 22 cents. Now at 22 cents, it will be probably more like a long term. So if you're looking to buy today and literally exit with ADA, that will be probably the next range to look at. So from 17 cents, or looking at entering today and exiting around the 20 to 21 cents. Now this is obviously if you have a more long-term view, this will be the next area where ADA will have some issue breaking before going upward. Now to make it interesting, and obviously to show you guys that in the next week or two we're gonna see some major volatility when it comes to low caps, so anything below $1 billion. I actually took the liberty to cover today Ren, and the next segment I'm also going to be covering COMP. So Ren price range from the near future will be around 40 cents. For those that actually want to see more the long-term view for Ren, you can obviously see my long-term coverage where I actually added Ren to the cryptocurrency you should have before the end of 2021. I actually did some very good analysis, so more than welcome to watch it. But for this weekend, this is the range that probably Ren will try to break. So basically it's almost like 8% gain to 9% gain potentially, and I'm not foreseeing any major sell-off of or seeing Ren going below that 30 cents. So this is for you guys. Now I'm covering today COMP because one of my subscribers actually asked me yesterday to cover this coin. Fall in the current market momentum where people will be more likely moving the money to cryptocurrencies that are below $1 billion. I actually wanted to cover this coin. So for this coin, the support level will be the $130 and the resistance will be $145. So this is a price action that I'm foreseeing for this weekend. Now, if this was helpful for you guys, you're more than welcome to subscribe and to watch more of my video. Now, I'm gonna be preparing for you guys for next week when we're covering Square, Cash App, and PayPal, and to understand how big this company are and what is their contribution to Bitcoin. Now this will give you some understanding how deep those companies are and how much money they actually are making. Wherever there is money, this is where you should probably look at investing. Until next time, enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.